Welcome to Sparkler Learning. Sparkler's dashboard helps educators, doctors, home visitors, and other providers connect with families and easily access data and reports. This video will help you learn to navigate Sparkler's dashboard. You sign into the dashboard at app.playsparkler.com/dashboard/login with your email address and password. If you forget your password, you can click Reset Password to get a new one. Keep in mind, providers can't use Sparkler's mobile app to access the dashboard. The mobile app is the way parents and caregivers see information for their own child. The web-based dashboard gives teachers and other providers information about all the children in their program. Once you sign into the dashboard, you'll see summary information and reports about the children and families enrolled in your program, and you can click to access information about individual children. You can also use the dashboard to send messages back and forth with families and suggest activities or tips. On the main screen of the dashboard, you'll see summary information about the families in your program, including how many families are using Sparkler in your program. How much have they played? Have they enjoyed those activities? Are they on the right level? How many screenings have families completed? How have they scored? What services have been recommended to families following screenings? You can filter this page to find the information snapshot you need. For example, you might filter for the last month or the last quarter. You might narrow it down to just 3-year-olds or only one classroom in your school. On the next tab, called Children, you can see a list of all the children in your program. If you scroll to the right, you'll see information about the children in your program. You can also click on a name to access a child's full profile. This is where you'll see that child's history of play, screenings, and engagement over time. If a parent shares photos of a child's accomplishments or information about a child's free play, the activities they complete on their own, you'll see that here too. You can click over to the Coaching tab to send this child's family a message. This is where you will find messages sent between you and this family. Back on the main Children page, you can use the blue Bulk Send button to send messages to groups of families. You can click Show Only Unread Messages or Sort by Last Message from Family to see the messages you need to respond to. The chat icons will appear red when there's a new message. From here, you can also download spreadsheets. The first one gives you all the info in the table. The second one, the User Actions Report, is about browsing. What are families looking at when they're using the app? Are they looking at messages that you sent? Are they browsing activities but not completing them? On the next tab, Adults, you can see the parents or caregivers in your program. Click to see more details like their phone numbers and email addresses. If you see a group and cohort report, it means you oversee more than one cohort. Here you can compare across your program and offer support to members of your team who need it. Here you can also download a snapshot spreadsheet of what's happening across your program. When a family in your program completes a screening, you'll get an email letting you know. When you get the email, you'll click to the ASQ dashboard to see families' responses to the questions. Download the ASQ report, access the follow-up form, and send results electronically to families. Providers are responsible for sharing screening results with the families they serve. The first step is to review the ASQ results, either on screen or in a PDF. You can review scores on the screen or download the PDF by clicking here on the blue symbol. Once you've reviewed it, you should talk through next steps with the family and document your recommendations in the follow-up form. If you recommend rescreening, please be sure to put a date in That lets Sparkler know when it's time to remind families to rescreen. After talking through the results with a family and sharing referrals and local resources, please send the ASQ results report to the family via a secure link by pressing the blue envelope icon. If you ever need to resend the report, you can do so by clicking on the blue envelope again. The message will go to the email they used to sign up for their Sparkler account. You can also use the templates to send the family a summary of the recommendations you talked through when you met with them to share the results. And you can click over to the Library tab to find some recommended activities or parent tips that can help the family to work on areas of concern with their child. For example, you can send an activity based on their age or a skill needing improvement. Use the filters to find content you think will meet the family's needs. You can always preview it by downloading the PDF version before sending. On the ASQ dashboard, you can also download different spreadsheets of data about the screening results and your recommendations. You can also complete a provider screening about a child. Sometimes this is a facilitated screening if the parent needs help to complete the screenings. Other times it can be a teacher screening based on an educator's observations of a student's skills in the classroom. If you complete it, the screening will be scored and show up on the same ASQ report that we looked at before. If you're a program leader, you might see an additional tab called Administration, which enables you to manage your staff, organization, and families in Sparkler. Sparkler has a separate video that shows program leaders how to use the administration functions on the dashboard. Last but not least, there's Settings. It's where you go to update your password to something you'll remember. If you have questions, please contact support@playsparkler.org. To learn more about Sparkler, visit us online at playsparkler.org.